First, fast, accurate. You're watching WSBT 22 News at 5 with Jennifer Copeland and Todd Connor.
When you're dealing with a child, it's obviously different. Anybody that has a child, there's that special love. And so you never want to see this happen.
It is the ending nobody wanted. 11-month-old Mercedes Lain was found dead in a wooded area near the Stark and Marshall County line.
As we have been following every day this week, state and local police, along with the FBI, had been looking for this baby girl since Sunday.
And we have team coverage right now at 5 as the community is reacting to this tragedy.
But first, we want to get to WSBT 22's Max Lewis, who spoke to lead investigators today in Plymouth. Max, 3 people are now facing charges in this case.
That's right, Jen and Todd. Mercedes' parents and a family friend of theirs are all right now sitting here in the Marshall County Jail. Police don't believe that Mercedes' parents had anything to do with her death, but the same can't be said for that family friend. That friend is Justin Miller and is who police say disposed of Mercedes' body in that wooded area. He's facing 1 count of neglect of a dependent resulting in death, which is a level 1 felony. Mercedes' parents, Kenneth Lain and Tiffany Coburn, are each facing 1 count of neglect of a dependent, which is a less severe level 6 felony. Now, investigators say Mercedes was found deep in the woods last night, wrapped up in something. Court documents say her parents left her in the care of Justin Miller so they could have a break for the weekend. Miller took her to his girlfriend's house in Mishawaka and told police that when he woke up with her on Saturday, she was dead. When he was first questioned, he said he dropped off Mercedes with a mystery woman at the motel where the family was living. That, of course, turned out to be a lie. Prosecutor Nelson Chipman was very tight-lipped on any details, but here's what he said when I asked him about Mercedes' cause of death. Do you have an idea of how she died? I mean, why is this a neglect of a dependent resulting in death versus a murder charge or something?
We're still, we haven't even had an autopsy yet. So to answer your question is, that's the first answer is autopsy.
Do you have any initial indication, just based on...
Actually, she was wrapped in, well, it's not in the affidavit. I can't go into it. So.
She was wrapped in something, you said?
Yeah.
Now, as the prosecutor said there, Mercedes' body, and once they do that autopsy on it, it should give them a little bit more of some insight into how she died, and that also could possibly change what Miller is currently charged with. Jennifer.
Yeah, difficult to hear. You can hear how difficult it is for them to even talk about this, the investigators. I want to ask you, because we know court documents mention drugs were involved in this. Are they talking, do they think that this contributed to Mercedes' death?
So, Jennifer, they can't really say one way or the other at the time. We do know that Mercedes' parents both admitted to using methamphetamine, and Justin Miller did admit to using synthetic marijuana during this weekend. Prosecutor Chipman told us during that news conference earlier that he wanted to go into more detail about that, but said he couldn't at the time. But, once that autopsy is done and everything, we probably could have a better idea whether or not drugs played into her death. For now, I'm live in Plymouth tonight. Max Lewis, WSBT 22 News.